So the summer of 2009, I had just finished my first season of high school baseball. So I returned to my travel ball team of 3 years at Irvine Anteaters to play summer travel ball. It was late in the season, we were 3 games to go, and we were 2 games back of a playoff spot. We actually ended up playing the team that held that last spot, the Playa Vista Orioles, in a doubleheader. So we wanted to cut the deficit, tie the games up, and have a chance to make the playoffs. So late in the game, it was 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. I was doing pretty good. Went 2 for 3, 2 singles, RBI. I was full of confidence. But my coach just unexpectedly told me to warm up and start throwing. But I was usually a starting pitcher, but now I had to go into relief. So it was a whole different process of how to keep your arm warmed up, how to keep your arm loose, and so it was very new to me. And so between innings, I was throwing strikes, and so I felt confident. And so it was 4-3. All I had to do was just get our team back in the dugout and get the best opportunity to win a game. So I'm full of confidence. The first batter comes up, so I'm revved up, and first batter, I actually end up walking him on 4 straight pitches. So there's runner on first base, no outs, no pressure really. I can get a double play, make it 2 outs, get out of the inning as soon as possible. So the next batter comes up, still no pressure on me. I give up a base hit. And so now the pressure's on, runs at first and second, no outs, but I can still get a double play. But the pressure is climbing because I need to stop the bleeding and get out of this, get out of the inning. So the third batter comes up. I managed to get him the line drive out. And so now there's 1 out. Pressure's starting to alleviate a little bit more. So I was able to calm down, relax, and try and get an inning. But the third batter comes up. I end up walking him again. I end up walking him. So now there's bases loaded, 1 out, with a number 5 batter coming up. This guy went 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts with our first 2 pitchers through that day. So I like my chances against him. So first pitch I throw to him, the fastball inside, he crushes it foul. So he was basically dialed in and basically ready to rip me to shreds. So I had to test him some way or another. So I throw a fastball outside the next pitch. It was a ball. So it was still pitcher's count. I still had him in my favor. And so I wanted to test him again, see if I can get him off balance. So I threw a curveball, third pitch. It was left hanging. It did not curve at all. It was at his letters, which is high in the strike zone. He crushed it over the fence, left field, but it was on the left side of the foul pole, so it was foul. And so my heart's beating out of my chest, but I was still confident I was going to get this guy out. And so the last pitch I throw is a fastball at the knees. I thought I managed to get him out, get a ground out, but then he just takes it over the fence. It gets out in a hurry, and not only it was just a home run, it was a grand slam. So I basically ruined my team's chances of getting back into this game. It was 4-3, now it's 8-3. So in my head, it was expletive, every single swear word that you can actually think of. And I saw him round the base. He was kind of giving me that little cocky stare going on, and I was just, and then I tried making an excuse, saying, "Oh, coach, I didn't have any time to warm up." And they're like, "What?" And I just walked back to the dugout, and everyone's like, "It's all right, Cameron. Everyone gives up home runs, but no one gives up a grand slam." I was just like, now I'm getting crap for it from my friends, and so I just feel even more dejected that just happened. And then the next practice, coaches go up to me and say, "You know, Cameron, you know, let it go, move on, and just be done with it." Well, we didn't make the playoffs. And we lost all 3 games. And every time I see my friends, I still get crap for it on this very day, but I managed to cancel everything out. That was the worst day of my life.